So just to jump right into it, um, locally, I think maybe a week or two ago now, there was a hack announced that the Public Hospital Authority had experienced a cyber breach or cyber attack um, where their email servers were affected. Um, it was not, well, they said it was not serious. They didn't lose any data, but the email was affected. So I guess that is kind of a good thing. But this is the second major incident that we have heard of, ZNS being the first earlier this year. Um, Typically, what I say, to people is that uh, cybersecurity, the attacks that we're experiencing, to me, they don't seem like they're targeted attacks. These are just things that are happening, and employees are just through whether it's bad internet behavior or hygiene, they're just falling for whether it's spam or what have you. They're basically just falling victim to general cyber attacks, and um, thank God that it is general and that it's not some specific attacks, because I think that we are very, very vulnerable here in the Bahamas. So yeah, first thing is the PHA. So maybe you guys heard about that, maybe you didn't, but the PHA was attacked. The next big thing is Microsoft. So if you have a MSN.com, Outlook.com, or at Hotmail.com email address, go ahead and change your password today, because apparently Microsoft announced, I think it was on Saturday, that they had been hacked and that persons had actually breached some of the email accounts. Actually, they tried to downplay it a little bit, but it came out that persons or got access to actual like emails of some persons. They said it was a small percentage of the accounts, but they didn't say what percentage it was. So I went ahead and changed my passwords for my accounts. I think yesterday or day before yesterday. And it's important if you think about how much information lives in your email. Um, they can have a lot of access to a lot of things. So go ahead and change your passwords on your any Microsoft email account. So that's at MSN, at Outlook. I think maybe at Live as well. I'm not sure, and definitely at Hotmail. So that's PHA, Microsoft. The next thing is Alexa. So a friend of mine, Lester Cox, who's on Connected in the mornings, he likes to bring his little Alexa thing into the studio and talk to Alexa. Well, it turns out that news was released that Amazon employees actually listen in on your recordings from your home. Now, they do it for a legitimate reason, but at the end of the day, they still listen to some of your conversations. Potentially could be listening. So that is a huge privacy concern. I mean, you have this device sitting in your home, and somebody could be listening to your conversation at any time. And even I'm on my phone right now, and it's the same thing on the phone. The phone is listening for me to say a specific key phrase to activate it. If I say "Okay Google," anyway, I'm recording, so maybe it doesn't do. But yeah, so if you have you have Google enabled, you have Siri, Alexa, they have to be listening to your devices, and so there's always a possibility that somebody could hear what's going on in your home. So anyway, it's this is the life, this is the world that we live in right now. So you just have to be aware of that and take precautions, whatever precautions that you can. So those were the three main things I wanted to talk about today: PHA, Microsoft accounts, Alexa, and I want to also leave you with a tip. If you ever had like an old phone, an old laptop, computer that you basically no longer use, you probably just toss it, right? Well, the information on those devices is still accessible. If somebody finds your old device and put it on a computer, or get the drive out of it or the memory out of it, they can still access everything that's on your phone. I know I have old computers around that have also tossed old hard drives, old phones. They still have all that old information on there. So the next time you have to throw away a device or change a device or sell it to somebody, make sure you use the right software to wipe it. Either you rewrite the memory, or if you have something you want to toss, rather than just tossing it in the dump, make when they have like one of those shredding events they have, I think maybe twice a year, you can take it there and let them shred it, completely destroy it, so that your information is not out there in the public. Finally, I want to leave with that cybersecurity is not solely the realm of IT personnel anymore. It's all of our responsibilities to keep ourselves safe, because it's our data that hackers want, and it's, generally it's people that are the weakest link out there. And so everybody has a responsibility to make sure that they're using the best practices, best password behavior, password hygiene, um, best browsing, safe online habits. Certainly, if you're a CEO of a company, manager of a company, owner of a company, understand that your employees are your weakest link, and that you should get them trained and prepared to recognize and avoid certain online threats. For that, you can check out me, Garmin Wilson, at bahamascybershield.com, and find out more about what it is that we offer. Okay, have a great day.